The rescue fish have been in quarantine for a few days, and it's time to get them out of there because I can already tell they're not stressed anymore, but they're starting to get aggressive with each other in the quarantine tank, trying to figure out who's on top of that hierarchy. Let's get them in the big boy tank. Before we get started, in case you guys didn't know, one very important tactic to adding new fish into an established African cichlid tank is to do a water change. When you add new fish during a water change, that water change keeps everybody distracted and not so focused on the new fish. So let's get started with draining this tank. If you guys don't already know what I use to drain this 210, I use this Vivison 2600 gallon per hour pump, and I get it drained in no time. I connect my 1-inch hose to the pump goes into the tank, and the other end of the hose goes out the backyard and freshen up some plants. Other end out the back. So we got the water drain down to about 80%, which is where I do all my water changes at. I cut the lights in the tank just to make everybody calm down a little bit so they don't see each other too much and freak out. Now I'm gonna go ahead and reset the hose to get the tank ready for fill up right before putting the new guys in, so that as soon as I do drop them in, I can immediately start filling up the tank and getting things back to normal. If you use a hose like this to fill up your tank and you don't have one of these clamps, this is a lifesaver, guys. Check that out. That thing ain't going nowhere. Lifesaver. So like I said, these guys were getting aggressive here in the quarantine tank, and unfortunately I actually lost one fish. It was the bluish looking fish that I believe was a Chilumba. That's why I want to get these guys out of here right now and get them into the big tank. So let's go ahead. Let's see who the first guy we grabbed. So first guy looks to be a sunshine peacock, and he doesn't have much color at all on him, probably because he was the smallest guy in this quarantine tank. The big guys might have been picking on him a little bit, so let's get him in the tank. Sunshine peacock in the big tank. This guy here, I have absolutely no idea what he is, but he's beautiful. He's got like that tan color on his anal fin. If you guys know what he is, let me know. Now this guy was not one of the rescues, guys. This is my Fusco, who was in timeout for about 2 weeks. Look how huge he is, guys. He was in timeout for 2 weeks. I put him in here so he can get a little bit used to these new guys, and he's gonna get a second chance in the big boy tank. Hopefully he calmed down. He was in timeout because he was being a butthead. Welcome back. This looks like the OB Friary we got here. Got great color on him. Oh, he's frisky. Welcome to the 210. Here's a big boy, guys. We're going for a big boy. Check this guy out. Wow, I can feel how heavy he is even in the net. That looks to me like an OB Canary Yellow. Check him out. OB Canary Yellow, guys. Look how huge he is. Great color. Welcome to your new home, buddy. There we go. They're all home. Okay, everybody's in the 210. Now real quick, I want to add some safe to the tank and get this new water in here right away. Get this thing filled up. Less than a quarter teaspoon for the 210. If you don't know what I use safe for, you need to watch more videos on the channel. But safe, always, for big tanks before adding in your new tap water. My man that needs the most attention is gonna stay here in quarantine by himself. He's gonna get medication, he's gonna get clean water, and I'm just gonna give him time to recover and regrow those fins. Don't worry, guys, I'll make sure to update on the Facebook and Instagram and let you guys know how he's doing. So if you're not following those, make sure you do so. We're gonna get him good again. All the little guys are still doing good in the 20 gallon. They're gonna stay here for the time being. Still don't really have a plan for them. Water's starting to look a little bit cloudy, which is normal due to a bacterial bloom. Nothing to worry about, but everybody's doing good here. Here's one of our rescues, mixing in with everybody else well. Here comes the big old red shoulder that we rescued, looking awesome. Checking out his new environment. As you can see, he's being left alone to investigate freely, but he's looking good, doing well. Nice shot. There's the albino, looking good, hanging out in the back there, looking like a little dominance thing's going on already. The dragon blood, might be an albino dragon blood, but he looks like he's doing well too. Trying to claim his territory already. Tank's getting kind of overstocked now. Can't even take one picture of one fish. So he's kind of claiming his spot there in that hole back there. So this Rhodesi here isn't one of the new guys, but he has taken over the maximum size fish in the tank. He's got to be pushing 9 or 10 inches, something like that. He's huge. And this footage doesn't do him any justice. And there's his little brother. They both came at the same time, and look at the difference. There's our OB Friary, another rescue, doing well in the 210. Try to get a good focus on him. He just got jumped at. Frontosa jumped at him a little bit. Everybody's testing each other right now. This is why you add multiple fish at once. This is why you distract everyone during the water change, because everyone's super hyper right now. Everyone's meeting everybody for the first time. There's our OB Canary Yellow. I believe to be Canary Yellow. Big plump guy, nice and thick. Looks almost very similar to the OB Benji. And there's the OB Canary Yellow. That albino peacock and the dragon blood are going at it. Kind of like each other. There you go. They're doing the dance and flaring the fins. They're definitely both males, but it's a dominance thing. That could definitely be an albino dragon blood, which might lead to some problems later. We'll see. And here's the little sunshine peacock. He looks a lot smaller when he's in this big tank with these big boys. Still doesn't have much color on him, but we're gonna change that ASAP. Now I know what you guys are thinking. What are the names of all these other species I have in my tank? I got you right there. See you on the other side. I cut the lights just to make sure everybody. What are the names of all these other species in my tank?